This time of year in Philly, you know what to expect. Cold temps, and we've got them. But the skies are clear tonight at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Pearson, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Chubb with the first down carries. He'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. To throw on second down. Green. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Andre Cisco there on the stop. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Missouri man, Larry Roundtree.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. And his kick here is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down now, it's Pearson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now this throw caught left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rolling to his right. And his throw here is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Green
Gets this one to Morris. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Green. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. 2nd and 11. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Morris. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Browns! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Riley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Pearson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Elliott. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Lawrence will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. Escapes the sack. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Lawrence. Caught out right by Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Green off the play fake. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
To throw is Green. Off play action. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He finds his man, complete. That's Morris. Touchdown! A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go! Let's go!
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On first down, Lawrence. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Now Lawrence. Back to Renfro again, complete.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Lawrence's throw there taken in by Smith. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Green. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it. As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now Green throwing on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He finds his man complete. That's Morris. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Green to throw on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a throw here to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 22. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Off the play fake. Green. He finds his man, complete. It's Morris. And he is going to have a Brown. First down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Green. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So back down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're really excited to see their offense score.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Roundtree. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Green. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? you make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin it. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the
blitz coming, and down he goes. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Hunter Renfrow with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here at this point of the game. Go for 2 and try making it feel a little different.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Cleveland offense making their way out. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the foot. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Akeem Hicks busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, they'll run with Roundtree. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Larry Roundtree
His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Now Green on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Green gets this one to Morris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Green. And that is incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Now, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Still fighting for more. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. 2nd and 11 now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw. Now they set up a screen for Roundtree.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation